We recently got some kind of big news about Starfield's companions in an interview last Wednesday where Todd confirmed that there will be 4 romanceable companions in the game that you can actually build a relationship with and even get into fights with. So for example, if you were to do something that your partner dislikes, hates, or even just slightly disagrees with, they'll be kind of annoyed at you. Maybe might refuse to travel with you for a few days or argue with you and things like that, and that all sounds really cool to me, so I thought that today we would discuss companions a little bit to sort of celebrate this tiny bit of news. And also, it's been a hot minute since we speculated about companions on the channel, and now that we do have some news about them, I just thought that today would be a perfect time to discuss them once more. By the way, in case you missed it, I did do an entire breakdown of Todd Howard's latest interview on Friday, and we went over all of the details that he broke and confirmed, so if you haven't seen that video yet, go and check it out. But anyway, drop this video a like for me and let's talk companions. So companions have always been one of my favourite things about Bethesda games. I barely ever will venture alone. Some of my favourite mods for Skyrim and Fallout 4, for example, are ones that let you have multiple companions. I just love companions, and you all know that I genuinely think that Fallout 4 has the best companions and best companion system of any Bethesda Game Studios game. So I've been really hoping that Starfield's companion system will go a step further and really improve on the Fallout 4 system. See, followers / companions actually having likes, dislikes, loves and hates really gives them more of a personality, at least in my opinion. So I'm very happy to hear that a system like this will return for Starfield. Now I do think that Bethesda will go the same route in Starfield as they did in Fallout 4, giving you a companion for every faction, which I honestly don't mind and think works very well. We could get a companion for the Crimson Fleet, Constellation, the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. And to back this theory up even further, this makes sense with Todd confirming that there will be 4 romanceable companions in Starfield. 4 companions, 4 factions, it just makes sense. Although one thing I will say is that Vasco seems to be Constellation's companion, which also does back up the theory that we will get a follower for each faction, but it sort of disproves the theory that the 4 romanceable ones will come from factions, because we aren't going to be able to romance Vasco. But with that said, I wouldn't be surprised if Bethesda gave us another companion from Constellation, but this one obviously being a human. Now there will be more than 4 companions in the game, Todd did also confirm this. He just said that only 4 of them are romanceable, so we know of 5 companions as a whole, the 4 romanceable ones and Vasco, but what are the others? Well, obviously without having the game in our hands, it's very difficult to say, but I would imagine that one of them will just be a classic mercenary or bounty hunter type of character from Neon. That just seems really obvious to me, but of course I could be wrong. I do wonder if any of these companions will have something to do with the main story, much like how Nick Valentine and Piper Wright from Fallout 4 were very involved in the main quest and the overall story of that game. I personally wouldn't mind if that was the case. I really liked how much Nick was involved in Fallout 4's story, because it just made me feel like I was actually building a friendship with him, or a relationship with him. Like by the end of the main quest, I felt like he was one of the few people I could really trust myself to be around in the Wasteland. I actually cared for him, but that might have just been his character as a whole. I think that we can all agree, for those who have played a lot of the Fallout games, that Nick Valentine is definitely one of the best characters in the entire franchise. So maybe it was just his character. And I know that I keep talking about Fallout 4, but that's really the only game that we can compare Starfield's companion system to, because Skyrim's companions were just brainless robots pretty much, and we know that Starfield will have an improved companion system from Fallout 4, as confirmed by Todd Howard. Now if you watched any of my faction breakdowns of the Starfield factions, you'll know that I think that these 4 guys are the leaders of each faction: Constellation, the Freestar Collective, the United Colonies and the Crimson Fleet. But what if they are the companions? I mean, who knows? This dude also seems to have a bit of a presence in the showcase, so I guess that he could be a companion, but I still think that he dies in the opening of the game. You'll know why if you saw another one of my videos. Man, we've really talked about Starfield on the channel a lot, haven't we? But as I say, it's really difficult to say, and all we can really do is guess pretty much. I would imagine that we're going to have around 8 to 10 companions in Starfield, including Vasco and the 4 romanceable ones. It does kind of suck that there's only 4 romanceable companions in Starfield, especially after Fallout 4 had like 10 romanceable ones or something like that. It might have actually even been more, like 11 or 12. I am a little bit concerned about this because Well, what if I don't like all 4 of these companions? Then I'm never going to be able to enjoy the romance system, which would just ruin the whole romance system for me. Either way, they are improving the Fallout 4 companion system, which was already great, so I'm really excited for that. Now, one last real quick thing that I want to mention is that I know a lot of people think that Todd said 4 and not 4 because of the interview's transcripts, but remember, unless specified, these transcripts are auto-generated by YouTube, and they often make a lot of mistakes like that. I mean, hey, look, I could be wrong, he might have said 4, but from how Todd was talking about it, I think that he meant 4. But anyway, that is pretty much everything I have to say on this topic today. Super short video, so I do apologise for that, but either way, if you enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. It really helps me out more than you can imagine. And if you are new around here and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on Starfield news, leaks, breakdowns, discussions, speculation, and so much other Starfield content, consider subscribing because we cover absolutely all of it over here. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.